Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the casting of Frank Stone. So, officially, we are in the last video of this playthrough, which means that I get to complain about it. Just kidding. I did enjoy the game, and I did enjoy the world in which this game is set, because Dead by Daylight, for every single character and survivor that they add to the game, that's not a licensed franchise or licensed trademark killer like most recently, they added Dracula to the Dead by Daylight world along with his son Alucard, and you can get a Trevor or skin for one of the survivors. But some of their created villains have really interesting backstories.
Those kids and their damn movie. Linda.
And just the added lore that goes into both the entity and its realm. So yeah, the reason why I wanted to play this game was because I thought it'd be interesting to see how they would incorporate the existing lore from Dead by Daylight into a narrative-driven game. So I think that their decision to partner with Supermassive Games was a good idea because Supermassive is known for doing their narrative-driven games. And yes, while this game does have some really interesting choices it decides to make in terms of character development and writing and gameplay, I did have fun, but I do have some critiques.
Get it together, Sam. Come on now. For them. Holy hell.
Somebody please help me!
Linda. Shit. I gotta help her before it's too late.
So my first critique is actually the camera. I wish we expanded upon its use because right now the only use is basically a defense weapon. But I think that it would have been interesting if we were able to essentially use it to look for hidden areas and secrets and lores and stuff like that. Because you have to assume that there would be some sort of secrets in this underground area or in any of the two layers that we found that belong to Frank, because I think that it would be really interesting if we were able to use a camera to see writing on the wall and symbols and secret areas and lore and all this other stuff. I think that it'd be really interesting if we were able to see that with the camera, and that would add to the overall atmosphere of the game.
Oh, Sam? Oh, thank God. Please, help me. Shh. I'm sorry, son. This is gonna sting. God damn it. I'm sorry.
So this is something else that I had an issue with. Like, I should have had more than enough time to protect Jamie by using the camera to stave off Frank. But I think my game glitched out because I know that you can save Jamie. Frank is supposed to stay at the end of the hallway and basically make his way towards you once you get out of that cutscene. But as soon as I got out of the cutscene, Frank showed up right there and just walked past me and killed him. But I have access to the cutting room floor, which is basically you get to see all of the decisions that you can make in the game, as well as the branching decisions that come off from choosing. Let's say you chose to go right, then this is all that happens when you go right. Let's say that you chose to go left, this is all that happens to go left, that type of deal.
These monstrosities are everywhere. No time to waste on this.
And so in those decisions, it shows that Jamie is alive. You can choose to have Jamie as alive. Bonnie is always dead, but Jamie can survive the ordeal down here in the furnace maze, basically. And so I was like, are you serious? Because there is another instance in which I'm trying to find Linda right now. And Linda is in one of these like room areas. And the music for Frank starts playing, but I don't see him. I don't know where he is. But when I basically get to Linda, it says Sam escaped Frank in the tunnels. And I was like, how did I escape him? I didn't even see him. And so it kind of was like, I think it was glitching for me. I just really didn't know where he was.
Did we stop it? Is it over?
No. There's still one thing left we gotta do.
You got your damn movie. What more do you want?
You lied to me.
I did no such thing.
Like hell you didn't. You promised me.
It is no fault of mine if you misinterpreted what I promised you.
My mom just died. You knew I was grieving, and you took advantage of me.
A traveler is only as strong as its vessel.
You got a hell of a lot to answer for, and a lot of hell to pay.
Maybe it's knocked out from the power cut?
Shit! That's how we got down here. There has to be another way out.
Please tell me you understand what...
What the fuck just happened back there?
Yeah.
Believe me, I wish I knew.
If we can get that working, we could probably power the elevator.
Let's try it. I think the generator still works.
So-
It's missing some parts.
Even though we only use the generators like a total of probably like 4 times during this game, I kind of got a little bit tired of them by this point. Because I was like, I feel like there could have been a better mechanic to get from point A to point B without having to, oh, let me just grab like 2 parts to fix this generator. Oh no, what if Frank catches up with me? Like, I know it's done for the sake of tension, because if you mess up enough on fixing the generators, then Frank will catch up to you and kill you. He'll be in the same room in this instance. But there's so much leeway in terms of the button presses that we wouldn't really have to worry about Frank showing up unless you just do it deliberately. Like if you mess up deliberately by not pressing it at the right time. And I know that I messed up a couple of times, but it was really only like 1 or 2 times once I kind of figured out what we needed to do. I didn't mess up again, you know?
Do you think that fixed the elevator?
I guess we're gonna find out. Stay away from her, you son of a bitch! Sam? Go! I'll distract it.
Shit. No. Oh, Linda. How the fuck did I ever end up here?
Madison. I'm so glad we're finally able to talk one-on-one.
The fuck are you? What have you done?
Ah, yes. A regrettably unavoidable series of misfortunes. I don't expect you to understand everything at play here, but suffice it to say, one cannot make a proverbial omelette without breaking the proverbial eggs.
Eggs? We're not fucking eggs. You lied. You cheated, manipulated, and now there's some kind of horrible monster hunting us.
I have never lied to you.
Give me a fucking break, lady.
I can make your nightmares go away. I will make them go away. All this pain, all this trauma, gone. You just need to tell me you want me to.
Let me just think it over. Go fuck yourself.
then I'm so very sorry for you.
No, you're not.
Oh, shit.
Hold still, let me clean you off.
We'll get it on this one.
If we don't, you can just make it up to me in my trailer after the shoot. Ugh. Oh, it's like spearmint cough syrup.
Yeah, all my gagging was kind of real.
Worth it, though.
You guys want me to leave?
All right. On your feet, people. Everybody back to one. We're going again. We are going again. Okay, sound speeds.
Camera speeds.
All right, everybody settle. And hold. And hold. And action.
Frank Stone is finally the man he was meant to be. My champion. A killer worthy of the entity. The bleed between worlds is open, split apart by sacrifice and violence. All will be swallowed by the entity's power. And what of me? the one who served up this world for it to devour. I'll oblige as its faithful servant, existing only to drink in its knowledge, share in its glory. I am Augustine Lieber, and I have brought the entity to your world.
These lifetimes of toil and torment, all for this beautiful moment of sublime perfection. Almost unbearably so. I bear to you the offerings. I humbly await my reward for loyal service, unending.
Got any good advice for your old gal Maddie Bear, Mom? Sure could use a little help right now. Any help at all? Thanks. Okay, now this can't be real, right? It's not really there.
Are we sure this is a good idea?
This is the only way we know for certain. And we have to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's in there, all right.
What do we do with it?
We separate it. We each take a piece. Then we take them as far away from each other as we possibly can, and we never, never let them come back together again.
That can't be our only option.
I wish I had a better idea. But we have to live with what happened. And the Riveras. The Riveras. We can't let it hurt anyone else.
Okay.
The film strips never should have come back together.
Whatever happens next is my responsibility. Mine. You just need to go live your life. Never think about this again. Never tell anyone about what happened. You were never part of it. You don't know anything. You understand?
I awake, unsure where I am. Then memory floods back and I know. Our world is gone, consumed by a living realm beyond space, beyond time. Thanks to me.
Little freak. Linda? Did anyone else?
Not all of us.
Sam Green, he was just trying to help and now he's...
He paid a heavy price. More than we'll ever know. Did you see Chris? On your way here?
No. I'm sorry.
What did happen to Augustine?
I saw her on my way out.
And?
She had something she wanted to say, but it wasn't worth hearing. Who are they?
They were here long before I came.
I don't like this. We need to keep going. Come on.
Go where?
Wait, why haven't you kept going? Why are you just sitting here?
Wait.
Why isn't it coming after us?
It's been waiting. Just like we all have.
For what?
For you.
What?
Everyone's arrived. Now we can begin.
I don't want to go home.
This is all there is.
Whether killing or surviving, the entity will play with our souls for all eternity. An endless hunt of fear and hope, pain and sacrifice, from which even death is no escape. And now, let the trial begin.
And with that, we are officially done with the casting of Frank Stone. So while I like this game, I do feel like there are parts of it that could have been better expanded upon. Like, I wish that after we get the initial setup of the 1963, 1965 timeline, that when we either went to the 1980 timeline, we stayed there with those kids. And we got an expansion on their story and just kind of them like going through like all of this weirdness and investigating the mill, and then Frank appears and all that. Like, I would have liked for that to have been the rest of the game. Either that or we do a time skip to the 2024 timeline and we go with Maddie and how it's like, oh, it's the anniversary of like Frank, you know, of Frank's death, and like all this weirdness starts happening. Like, I wish that it didn't focus on trying to switch back and forth between 1980 and 2024 and then 1980 again. I wish that we only kept it on one timeline instead of going through all of these other ones, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I think that it's really interesting that we're essentially universe hopping and that there are infinite universes of 1980 and infinite universes of 2024 in which all of these characters still know and care for each other, but the circumstances around their fates are different for each universe because they did something a little bit different than the other. And I think that that's really cool. And I wish that there was a way to essentially explore that a little bit more than what we get. Because if I was playing through a game and we were only in one timeline, and then suddenly we had the opportunity to see somebody else from a different timeline, I think that that would be a very interesting kind of like narrative to have these characters meet and then compare notes as to what's going on in each one, and maybe potentially one tries to switch with the other because what's going on in their world is completely insane and this world is normal, and that what causes the conflict. But I get why we're not doing that, because the major conflict is Augustine and her obsession with the entity. With that being said, we're getting to the end of our video, so I want to go ahead and say my goodbyes now. So thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, I did enjoy this game. It just had some instances where I was like, that doesn't really make sense, or I don't really like how that was implemented, but you know, I did enjoy my time with this game. The next game that's on our list to play is Revelations 1. and I already recorded the first video of it, so I just need to edit, and that should hopefully go up this weekend, like Saturday or Sunday. And then after that, we're just working on Revelations. I may be playing another game in October by Retro Realms, and it's a House of the Dead, not House of the Dead, Halloween and Ash versus the Evil Dead kind of like side-scrolling 2D beat 'em up, which I think was like really cool looking. And so I may play through that in October, and that will basically be our 2 games for this month. I know a lot of people are doing like Silent Hill 2 remake and all these other games, and I'm just like, I can really just do 2. But again, thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you all in the next one. You guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.